Bánh Canh của cà phê soda.
Alright, hey guys, so today we are at one of our Vietnamese local joints. So today we really want to highlight a place that Angeli grew up with.
Today we're at Cafe Xu Hue. At this place, they're really popular for their bún bò Huế, and they also have Bánh Canh cua. Bún bò is a noodle beef broth soup originated from Hue in Vietnam. Here we have is the bún or bông, however you like to pronounce it.
Which is noodles.
And then it usually comes with pork hock, beef shank. And this location has fresh pork meatball, I would say. And then you have the jab. So this is like a pork sausage. Oh, and I believe there's pork blood in here as well.
Would you say that this type of noodle is pretty popular?
I would say it's quite popular. Anthony Bourdain kind of showcased it like internationally, globally. It usually has a beef broth with shrimp paste and lemongrass that makes the distinct flavor of bún bò.
Noodle-wise, a bit thinner than different type of like noodles, right?
So imagine a spaghetti rice noodle. So pho noodles are really thin rice noodle. So the texture, this noodle, it's a lot bouncier in texture, and it has like a smooth feel like in your mouth.
Like any other Vietnamese restaurant, it does come with a variety of different herbs.
This right here is Xu Hue. So this is like a Vietnamese basil. And then we also have thinly sliced cabbage and purple cabbage, as well as bean sprouts.
And 2 slices of lemon.
And 2 slices of lemon and chili.
Why don't you give it a try? Let us know what you think.
Okay.
How's the broth? When you taste it?
Oh, spicy.
Spicy.
It's not spicy as like.
It has a really strong kick to it.
The oil.
And this place here is actually one of the better places that actually serves this. And that's why one of the reasons why we want to highlight this place is because there's not a lot of places that serve a really good bánh bò Huế.
Yeah.
Let's try the broth first. Cheers. It's spicy. Broth-wise, the spiciness, the level of it, I'm gonna rate it immediately like a high 8.5 out of 10 for me. It's quite spicy.
So you really taste the chili and fermented shrimp paste. I would say it's like a 6. It's like it hits you, but it doesn't last. It's not like a lingering spice. It's just like it kind of hits you really quick, and then it kind of dissipates.
Let's try this noodle. I am left-handed, so every time we sit beside each other,
so it's like,
I realize that we're actually hitting each other. Okay, so why don't we try this? Cheers. What do you think of noodles?
The noodles are really bouncy in texture. It's really smooth, silk-like feel in your mouth. It kind of, let's say, spice that. The noodles kind of absorb the soup, making it very flavorful, would you say?
For all the Chinese subscribers out there, this reminds me of Lai Fun. Really see a thinner rice roll.
Is thicker. Fun is a lot thicker. This is bún bò Huế noodles are slightly thinner.
I mean, there's 2 differences. In Chinese, there's mai xin and then there's Lai Fun. I would say this is kind of in between. It's not the thickest, it's not the thinnest. Should we try the meat? Let's try the meat. Cheers. Flavorful, tender, soaks up the spice like no tomorrow. Again, it's spicy.
Yeah, it's so good.
If you guys are bánh bò Huế fans, if you haven't tried this place locally, I would say you guys definitely have to come by and try it. And they close really early. I think they close around like 5 or 6. They're really open for like lunchtime. Homemade pork ball. Cheers.
One of Anson's favorite.
Pork balls are one of my favorite things to eat in any type of noodle. This dish gives you a variety of different meat. It's probably one of those things that for like meat lovers, this is definitely like your go-to thing. I would say it's a pretty meaty dish, right?
It is.
What do you rate this?
I would give it an 8 out of 10 for bánh bò Huế.
I would rate this a good, I don't really like spice. I'll give it a good 7 out of 10.
On to the next.
I don't think you see this very often in Vancouver. Not a lot of places serve it.
These noodles are made out of tapioca starch, so the texture is very chewy. It is exactly the same texture as the bánh bò blob that we had at Kingsway Deli in our last Vietnamese deli video. Traditionally, there should be crab in here, but there's imitation crab.
Is it a spicy dish?
I wouldn't say it's spicy. It's more of a hearty seafood broth dish. It has like a golden color to it from the fried shallots and annatto seed. Sometimes when you see like bún bò Huế and Bánh Canh, it has like a golden red hue to it. That is not necessarily spice. It's annatto seed. Annatto seed, if you cook it in oil, it gives you like a really nice red hue when you put it into foods.
Nice. It does have a variety of different things inside as well too. There's like pork balls. Is there meatballs or just pork balls?
So it's just the pork balls.
Pork balls. So
and
there's pork balls, imitation crab, a lot of onions.
And shrimp.
And shrimp. So it's like a seafood / meat kind of broth.
Oh, by the way, guys, so because the Bánh is made out of tapioca starch, the broth is slightly thicker in texture. So you get like a really kind of like a thick consistency. If it kind of reminds me of if you have like hot and sour soup or fish small soup at a Chinese restaurant.
What's a thicker broth?
It has like a thicker broth. Fun fact about Bánh in Vietnam is it's commonly eaten for breakfast, and you actually don't use chopsticks. You eat Bánh with a spoon.
Funny thing is that like this reminds me of a traditional Chinese soup. I don't remember what it's called, but you do also eat it with a spoon. And the texture of the noodles, yeah, the texture of the noodles is very similar. And then the difference between that one, I forgot what it's called. Oh, in Chinese it's called 安赞饭. That's what it's called. 安赞饭. That dish is stir fried. So it's stir fried with the same type of. Correct me if I'm wrong. I need to look into it deeper, but the texture of the noodles is kind of like a tapioca sauce base, but the texture is somewhat similar. Just so imagine this, but stir fried. Let's give the broth a try. Cheers.
It's different.
Right away, the spice level for me on this one is like a 6.5 out of 10. It's not that spicy.
It has like no spice. So Bánh usually it has like a pork or seafood broth, and then we usually use udon or tapioca noodle, and then we have the pork balls. You can put any seafood in it.
I like this broth a lot more than the Bánh broth.
This is Anson's
This is more my jam. I like that taste.
Yes.
As opposed to the Bánh is like, it hits you with a kick right away before anything else.
Yeah, it's really spicy.
Very spicy.
Cheers.
It's a chewy texture.
Yep.
Just know that if you're gonna order this one, you gotta be chewing a lot.
This is not something that everyone likes, but if you like chewy texture noodles, then give this a go.
For me, it's interesting. It's actually really fun to eat. Me too. I think I give it a good. Let me try this imitation meat. Hold on a second. Try this imitation meat.
Anson likes imitation crab.
I love an imitation crab, guys.
I really don't like it.
Even though it's not real crab.
Honestly, the only time I like imitation crab is like in a California roll.
And even though it's not real crab, I still love this crab. Cheers. I mean, it's imitation crab, so it's always good to me.
I really don't like imitation crab.
I rate this, it's 7.5 out of 10. How about you?
I'd give it the same rating.
7.5 out of 10?
Yeah.
I think we showed you the menu earlier. This place here is very limited in terms of selections of what you want to get. They have a really small menu. They focus on really just a few simple dishes, or what they're really, their signature dishes, which is like the Bánh we showed you earlier, and then the what is this called in Vietnamese again?
Bánh cua bọc lẩu.
Right. I am not going to try pronouncing it, but
their bánh mi is quite popular here as well.
Yeah, their bánh mi is really popular as well.
They have a bánh mi that big, and they have like a marinated pork in it that they use.
Right. I do like that bánh mi too. So if you guys like bánh mi,
Anson doesn't like the herbs in there, but he takes it out.
Overall experience, I would say this place is pretty good.
We totally forgot to eat the pork hock for you guys. So this is Xu Hue. It's usually in Bánh Way. So I'm just gonna eat it for you guys.
Yeah, try it. They have like big, gigantic pieces of pork hock in the Bánh Way. So like I said earlier, it's super meaty. Just has a bunch of different variety of meats.
The pork has like a really chewy texture. Because you get like the skin, the fat, the meat.
Would you say it's hard to eat?
I would say so. I would say not everybody would like that.
For me, normally if I ever eat this dish, I really focus on the pork balls and the beef. The pork hock for me it's a little too much work for me to eat that, so I'd rather just focus on the beef. Oh, we found
the pork blood. So traditionally, Bánh actually doesn't have like the Vietnamese ham, the Vietnamese pork balls, or the pork blood. So once it kind of traveled down to, because Hue is in central plains of Vietnam, once it kind of like traveled down to the south, they kind of had their own variation to it and added pork blood, so coagulated blood, basically.
Right.
Let me give it a taste.
Yeah, give it a taste. Just think of it as Jell-O, guys.
It does have like a slight irony flavor towards the end, but it's not like kick in the face iron. Like if you enjoy pork blood, you kind of just enjoy it. I enjoy pork blood. Anson,
I'm okay.
It's okay.
I'm okay with it. I don't hate it. Every Vietnamese restaurant gives you a separate dish of vegetables and herbs. So for this one here, for the bum away, we added cabbage.
So there's two types. So it's like the purple cabbage and then the classic cabbage.
Nice. The good thing about Vietnamese food is that, you know, for someone that doesn't eat a lot of vegetables,
yes,
it kind of pushes you to eat vegetables.
Exactly. I would say like Vietnamese noodles, they're just so much herbs and vegetables, and I don't think people talk about that enough. Like Vietnamese food actually has like so much herbs and veggies.
And they give you that dish of vegetables for free. All right, with the veggies. Oh, one thing I want to talk about is their coffee. For anyone that drinks Vietnamese coffee, it's strong. It's a strong coffee. A lot of places I found is that they have different flavors of Vietnamese coffee.
It's like how not all pho is the same.
Right.
Not all café soda is the same.
Yeah, like this coffee here. I mean, some coffees that you find are like kind of like mocha.
It has like a
mocha taste.
to it.
Yeah, which I hate. I don't like the mocha taste to it.
I like it.
This one here.
I like the mocha taste, but I'm not a coffee drinker, so I can't really appreciate real coffee.
This one here, I give it a pretty high rating. It doesn't taste mocha-like. I would give it a good 7.5 to 8 out of 10. Yeah, try this.
Oh,
like
this isn't
a strong coffee.
Classic café soda. So Vietnamese iced coffee with condensed milk cup.
But overall, like this is what we wanted to show you guys today. This place here has been around for quite some time.
It's like a hidden gem.
It's been here for over
been a while.
20 years for sure. But all of our experience, I would give this place a good 7.5 out of 10.
Yeah, I would give it a 7.5 out of 10.
If you guys ever want to try this place out, we recommend you to give it a go. Seeing a lot of new subscribers coming in, we've been seeing a lot of love for the videos.
And thank you so much for commenting, guys. It's really nice to see locals in our city chatting with us and getting to know each other.
Right.
We reply to all comments, so please let us know like the next spot you guys want us to try or what we can improve on.
Right.
All feedback is greatly appreciated, and we're so grateful for everyone that has been watching and supporting us.
We read all the comments.
Anson sees it on
I see it all
like right away. He's like, we got a new comment. We got a new comment.
Notification right away, and I have it on. So
he's so excited.
Yeah, so we're super grateful again. Thank you so much, and make sure to subscribe, comment, like as always.
And if you guys want to see more of us, please follow us on social media. King Kai Eats on Instagram, and we're also on TikTok.
Yes, we'll have the links in our description as always.
Down below.
And I guess until next time, we'll see you guys.
See you.
Bye-bye.